Amidst the dance of love, I blindly spiraled into the tempest. Catherine, once my symphony, struck a chord of betrayal. I've done enough killing in my lifetime. I will defend what is mine, but it is quite obvious that Catherine is not mine and is not interested in being mine anymore, echoed through the chaos of our last stand. In our backyard, where laughter once bloomed, her smile now hid secrets, unraveling a symphony of lies. Not really. He is just trading me for Isabella for a few days. Her words cut deeper than any blade. This is my odyssey from bliss to betrayal. Enjoy watching it. It was a nice Friday night, perfect for a party. I had worked really hard to be where I was now. Long days and nights. I didn't have to do it all, but no one else knew that. I chose to do stuff others wouldn't bother with. Some said I sucked up to the boss. My pals thought I was too into my job. I felt it was about doing the right thing. So here I was in our backyard, working the big grill, making food for our friends. Our means me and my wife, Catherine. We've been a pair for 9 years, married for 5. We didn't have kids. She didn't want any. A tip for others: if she says no to kids, that's a big thing. We moved into this place 3 months back, and this was our first big bash, a housewarming. We asked friends over and some work folks we kinda knew, not super close. All in, there were about 30 folks there. Pete, Catherine's boss, came with his wife Isabella. We'd been to their house once and out to eat a couple of times since Catherine started working there. My job had me on the road sometimes, but I could also work from home. Catherine and I made sure to chat with everyone. She spent a lot of time near Pete, but it didn't seem odd because he was her boss. Everyone seemed to be having a blast. I was happy grilling and making food for everyone. Catherine would swing by now and then with a drink for me and a quick kiss. I'm not much of a drinker. By 9 o'clock, people started to leave, some to get back to their kids, others because they were tired. The party got smaller and felt more cozy. I wasn't cooking anymore, so I could sit and talk with some of the folks. Catherine was close to Pete, and Isabella chatted with other people. By 10:30 p.m., most guests had gone. Just Pete and Isabella stayed. We all sat on the deck talking about how the night went. That was a real fun party, Michael. You should do this more, Pete said. Well, now that I know I can make all that food without burning it, I just might. Maybe do it once a month or so. That's cool. Now there's one last thing before we end the night. Pete stood up, and Catherine got up with him. Pete put his arm around Catherine, laughing at me as they walked inside. This is the plan, Pete said, like it was all decided. I really like your wife. She's great. So I'm taking Catherine with me for the weekend. You can hang with Isabella. If I find I like Catherine as much as I think, maybe I'll keep seeing her when you're away, or maybe during lunch breaks. Catherine and I talked it over tonight, and she thinks it's a good idea too, right, sweetie? Pete looked at Catherine, who just smiled at me in a way that seemed fixed. Seriously? One night at a party and you're okay with leaving me, Catherine? I asked. Not for good. Just a swap with Isabella for a few days. Pete and I have been chatting at work for a bit. We've kissed a few times and decided tonight was the night to go further, Catherine said, like it was all sorted. We were all standing near the front door inside the house now. Okay, I guess I'll see you when I see you, I said, trying to keep my cool, but Catherine looked confused for a moment. But then Pete guided her out the door, grabbing her packed bag on the way. When the door shut, I turned to Isabella. Her face pretty much said it all. You had no clue about this, did you? No. He's cheated before, but never like this. I'm really sorry. Isabella looked down, sad. Don't worry about it. I can't stay here now. You can stay until they get back. Eat and drink what you like. Just clean up after, okay? You're just gonna leave? Just like that? Yes. No reason to stay. I can work from anywhere, no kids, and now it seems no wife. My mom's fine on her own. I went to our room, pulled out 2 big bags, and started packing my stuff. First from my drawers, then the closet. Isabella came up after a while. You're really going? Yes. You're not going to chase after Pete, try to start something? No. I've had my share of fights. I stand up for what's mine, but clearly Catherine isn't mine, or wanting to be mine anymore. I finished packing the first bag and started on the second, putting in my shoes and coats. Then, looking around to make sure I had it all. I left out a shirt and pants for tomorrow, plus socks and other basics, and a bag for laundry. I said to Isabella, "I've got to pack some more stuff downstairs. Don't think I'm ignoring you, I just get very focused when I have stuff to do. Come with me if you like." She wiped her eyes and stood there looking sad as I carried 2 big bags down the stairs to the kitchen, putting them by the door that goes to the car spot. I turned and bumped into Isabella. "I'm sorry, Isabella. I didn't know you were there." "Michael." She started to cry again. I took her hand and we went to my workroom, and she sat in one of the comfy chairs. I needed to get my work stuff together. I work on a laptop and have 2 big hard drives for storing stuff and a big screen you can touch. I started to unplug stuff and put it in the bag I take when I go far. "Michael? Yeah? What about me?" I stopped. "What do you mean? You're leaving. What about me? I said you could stay here until they get back on Monday, and then you might go back with Pete." "What if I don't want to go back with Pete?" "Then I guess you pick where you want to go." "What if I want to go with you?" "Then you better start packing. I'm leaving this town soon. Got some stops to make, but then I'm gone. All I have is what I'm wearing. I don't want to go back there." I looked at her. She and Catherine might wear the same size, I thought. Taking her hand, "Come with me," I said, with more care than I felt right then. I showed her to the bedroom, opened the big closet, and took out Catherine's suitcase and another smaller one for her. "I'll finish downstairs. Try on Catherine's clothes. You might not want her underwear. We can buy you new ones. See if her shoes fit. Take what you need. I got things to wrap up by phone, so take your time." She looked confused. "Isabella, what's up? What do I do with her stuff?" "Take it with us." "We're leaving?" "Yes." "Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask. Do you want to come with me?" "With you?" I joked. "Well, Pete did swap you for Catherine, right?" She looked like she might get mad, so I eased up. "Look, I'm leaving. You can stay, go somewhere else, or come with me. I can take you to your place, or we can hit the road together. You decide." She smiled a bit and started packing. I went back to my workroom, grabbed my things, and made a call to my friend who sells houses. "Rugged man?" The voice sounded sleepy. "You good? It's late." "Oh, is it? My bad, Jagger. Lost track of time." He perked up after that. "Need something?" I asked him to put my house up for sale and get movers to clear it. Said I'd sign the papers on Sunday. "Leaving?" "Yeah, moving on. I'll sort it. How much you want for it?" "What I paid." "Sure thing. Thanks, man. Sorry to wake you." "No worries. Be safe." After that, I checked on Isabella, took a shower, and changed clothes. She packed up all right. "I'm gonna take a quick shower. Can you put those in the car? We'll find a place to stay and talk tomorrow, okay?" "Okay." "Michael?" "Yeah?" "When I was picking clothes, found some stuff. Looks like Catherine's been busy." "Figures. I'm gonna shower." Looking in the mirror, I hardly knew myself anymore. I thought I was a man to look up to. Strong, brave, honorable. Now, I'm not so sure. I turned on the shower, got rid of my clothes, and put them in a bag on the hook. The water was good, so I hopped in for a quick clean and shave. After, I shut off the water and saw Isabella there. I wrapped a towel around me, dried off, and stepped out. "Does it get bigger?" she asked. "Yeah, a bit. If Catherine hasn't been with Pete already, she's gonna be let down. She might come back tonight. Good for her." I hung up my towel, packed up my shaving stuff and body powder after using them. Walked by Isabella, not minding her looking at my scars from my army days. I got dressed, put on my shoes, grabbed my kit, and asked Isabella, "Ready?" "Oh yeah." She smiled. We went to the garage, hopped in the SUV, opened the garage door, and drove out. Headed to the Hampton Inn, checked in for 2 connecting rooms, paid with my card, grabbed our bags, and soon we were in our new rooms. "I'll get breakfast at 7, then have stuff to do. You can sleep or come with. Your choice," I told Isabella. "I'm not staying behind. See you at breakfast, and thanks," she said. "Night, Isabella." Morning came, no calls or texts. I got ready, met Isabella at 7 a.m. sharp. "On time, that's rare," I said. "A man who keeps promises, even rarer," she replied. "Breakfast it is." We skipped the elevator, went down to eat. I loaded my plate with eggs and potatoes. Isabella got coffee and brought back fruits and yogurt. "What's the plan today?" she asked. "Eat first, then we tackle the day." "You eat so much. How aren't you huge?" I run and work out every day. Really? Yep. Used to run in college but ran into some health issues. I was super skinny once. What do you weigh now? 136 last I checked. 136? You must have been so thin before. You're slim now. Thanks. Pete never noticed. So, what about today? I've got to check my bank and meet a realtor at noon. Selling the house? Yeah, it's just mine. Catherine won't get half. What about a divorce? If she wants one, fine. But she won't find me. No house or money for her. What about Pete and you? He's got everything in his company's name. I just get some money each week for myself. Can he touch your money? Nope, it's just mine. I'm going to grab more breakfast. Me too. We filled our plates again. I got more eggs and some fruit this time. After setting the plate down, I grabbed 2 more glasses of cranberry juice. After this, I gotta run. Is there a pair of running machines in the gym? Not sure, but we can check. Got the right gear? Michael, I've got no clothes, remember? Catherine's stuff? Did Catherine ever work out? Nope. Well, that settles it. I started seeing Isabella in a new light after she dropped that comment. Walmart's open. Let's go get you some clothes. Okay. After eating, we headed to Walmart. Isabella picked up shoes, socks, 2 pairs of underwear, panty liners, shorts, and a couple of t-shirts. Near the checkout, she dashed back down an aisle and came back with sunglasses. Back at the hotel, the gym had only 1 treadmill, so we decided to run outside. The morning was cool, perfect for a run. We didn't track the distance, but we ran for 20 minutes out and back. Nice running for an older guy. I'm just 38 and I've run longer. Shower, then I want to do some of my banking, okay? I am a guy. You can use my shower, I offered. Isabella smiled. I don't shower with married men. Pete? Never, it's quick with him. Catherine will be surprised, she noticed. Shower and I'll be at the door in 20 minutes. Deal. See you then. We went to our rooms and I showered, wondering why I'd invited her. I was thinking about sex, about being with her instead of Catherine. 20 minutes later, housekeeping and a laughing Isabella knocked. Let's head to the lobby. It'll be quiet. In the lobby, I worked on my bank accounts online, shifting all but $500 to a new one. I prepped for the fallout with Catherine. I then removed her from my insurances and my will. Meanwhile, Isabella found a shocking amount in her account. Michael, look! Wow, that's a lot for $500 a week. Could Pete be stealing? Maybe, but it's yours now. Isabella moved most of it to a new account. We'll sort this at our next stop. Packing up, we left for my realtor's office. There, Steve, my realtor, greeted us. Who's this? Isabella. Rugged man? Haven't heard that in a while, she teased. I briefed Steve on everything, hinting at our situation. Someone wants to buy your house. Really? Yes. Just a happy chance, Isabella wondered. Steve checked. They love the house, ready to deal. Let's do it fast and clean. Steve had papers ready. The deal was moving fast. I'll handle this, you sign here. We were wrapping things up quick, hopeful for what was ahead, despite the twists and turns. What's my bill? You helped me get a wife and 2 kids. You owe me nothing. Jagger spoke with a smile. You need to care for those 3. I do. Don't worry about this deal. It won't hurt me. I'll fix the papers so it looks okay. I stood up and gave my brother a big hug after signing. Jagger, see you when I do, I said, feeling a bit sad. For real? Yes. Thanks for everything, man. God bless. We shook hands and I walked away, Isabella looking worried behind me. I'm hungry. How about Applebee's? Sure. She looked like she needed answers. We should talk, right? I said softly. Yes, we should. At the place, we picked a spot and sat down, ordered some iced tea and looked at the menu. I wondered what Isabella would say. She was real pretty, and like a girl from next door. But she was a perfect look-alike of Catherine, though that's where the similarities ended. Isabella took care of herself, ate well, and didn't bat an eye when Jagger and I spoke in our own way. She looked really worried when I said bye to Jagger. Okay, Isabella, what's up? First, I'm kinda lost about Rugged Man. Rugged Man was what folks called me when I was with the Marines. I got myself and my team out of tough spots in weird ways. Your Marines? Yeah, my team. That makes sense with Jagger. How? He nearly cried thanking you. When you said what you did, you said the same to Catherine when she left. You mean I'll see you when I see you? Yeah. It was something we said before risky jobs. Meant I might not come back. So, telling that to Catherine was like saying she was facing something really bad? Guess so. And to Jagger it was a goodbye. Might be the last, yes, but I could come back. The waiter brought our teas and we ordered some starters and 2 burgers. So, what's next? Well, if it's just you and me, we need to figure that out. I was planning to just drive anywhere. You being here changes that. Why? 'Cause I can end up in places you shouldn't. Like bad bars, strip clubs, and cheap motels. I can handle those places. Really? I like a dive bar, and strippers don't bug me, though roaches might be where I draw the line. I laughed at her words. Then we just talked. She shared about her life. Grew up in North Dakota, got a business degree. She was quite free in her college days, choosing who to be with carefully. Met Pete when she started working. They got married after a while, even though she thought Pete wasn't always faithful. Isabella was worried a big amount of money in her account might look bad, but she made sure only her pay or Pete could put money there. She knew Pete didn't understand money stuff. After eating, we walked, found a cheap movie spot, and watched a fun film. She got close, and we shared a small kiss. Felt good. We went back to our hotel. Only one big bed was left. Isabella said it was okay before I could say anything. We got our keys and walked to our room, hands together. We got inside. I let Isabella in first. Isabella went to the bathroom, took off her pants, and sat down. I put our bags on the sofa, and when I looked again, she was cleaning herself and then stood up to flush the toilet. Her legs, strong from running, met her body at a spot covered by dark, tight curls. I've seen yours, so I guess I should show you mine. She then took off all her clothes and walked by me to put them on the sofa. Put yours with mine, okay? Okay. I took off my clothes, too, placed them over hers, and then went to bed with her. We hugged, kissed, and one thing led to another, until she stopped one of our kisses and looked at me. Put yours with mine, okay? I did, again and again, till we were too tired and fell asleep. I thought about setting the alarm but didn't want to leave her warm hug. I kissed Isabella's neck and said, "Good night." After Saturday, we decided to spend more time together. We ran, took showers, and slept early on Sunday. Monday morning, my phone rang. It was Catherine. When I saw it was Catherine calling, I looked at Isabella. It's Catherine. Answer it. Go in the bathroom and keep the door open. Trust me, please. Isabella did just that. I answered the phone as calm as I could. Hello? Where are you? Gone. Where? Gone. Why did you leave? I didn't. You said you left. No, I said I'm gone. Michael. When are you getting back? I told you when you left me. No, you didn't. I said, I'll see you when I see you. She gasped. I know what that means now. Too bad you didn't think of that before your trip. Is Isabella with you? Isabella isn't here. And where are you? I'm gone. This call is over. You left me, so I packed and moved out. You have until noon to take your stuff. At 1 p.m., movers will pack everything and store it. The house is being sold on Tuesday. You might as well live with Pete. Since I couldn't make you happy, maybe he can. I left town and I don't know where I'll end up. Anything else? Selling the house? You hate me that much? Yes. It was just one time. What about the box of rubbers and lube? Another gasp. Are you divorcing me? Nope. Why? If I do, I'll have to give you half of everything. Why reward your cheating? No divorce? Good luck. You can't leave me like this. No law says I must keep a roof over your head or feed you. What will I do? Whatever you've been doing. Anything else? My clothes are missing. I don't have them. Maybe Isabella took them. Anything else? Were you with Isabella? No. I take my vows seriously. Anything else? No. Bye. I looked at Isabella, not knowing how to feel. Michael, you okay? No. Just told my wife her life's a mess. Her choices, but still. Want to go back? No. Last night changed everything. All I have is my SUV. Am I in that SUV? If you want. Let's shower and eat before we hit the road. We showered quickly, more out of need than want. As we got ready, I thought of something. Isabella, is your phone on? No. Want to risk it before breakfast? I should, to be as brave as you. I don't feel brave. But you are, Michael. She turned on her phone and immediately messages and texts started coming in. All from Pete saying, call me ASAP. The voicemails were similar. I'll call him before breakfast. Strong, even before coffee. Quiet! She lightly hit my arm and called Pete. He answered instantly. Where are you? Didn't know you cared. Stop that! Where are you? I'm gone. Gone where? Away. Your things are still here. I'll get new clothes. What if I stop your money? Then I'll find someone else to take care of me. Did you leave with Michael? Did Michael leave? Yes. He took off his clothes and left in his car. He sold his place. And how do you know that? Oh, I get it. Catherine's moving in, right? Hell no, she's not. I just slept with her to annoy Michael. He acts too good for everyone, always strutting around. Looks like you showed him. His face was priceless when I left with his wife. The guy didn't even try to stop us. Before he left, I wondered if he'd come after you and her. He's no threat. He won't do anything. Well, I'd be worried if I were you. You know he was a Special Forces Marine, right? He was trained to kill. I'd be careful. That's just talk. He never seemed like a tough guy at the office. You mean he didn't chase after married women? The Marines view that as being honorable. Forget him. When are you coming back? What time is it? It's 7:40 a.m. I'll be home in never. I'm done with you and your cheating. Let's see how long that lasts without money. Goodbye, Pete, and watch out for Michael and his buddies. Marines always have each other's backs. She ended the call and threw the phone on the bed. Let's grab coffee. You mean breakfast? That's what I said. Isabella kissed me and headed out. We slowed as we neared the dining area. She filled up on fruit while I chose waffles. We both took some potatoes and sausage. Heading back, my phone rang. It was Catherine. What? Michael, this isn't funny. A big moving truck is outside our home. Where? In front of our house. That makes no sense. I'm selling the house tomorrow. What should I do? I told you to pack. Anything left is getting stored until I decide what to do with it. But my stuff? If it's not gone by noon. This isn't right. Right like sleeping around? Let's talk. I made a mistake. How can we fix it? Are you going to take back cheating? Why didn't you call Pete for help? Pete doesn't want me. It was to upset you. Well, he succeeded. Pack your stuff. I can't. My suitcase is missing. Isabella took it. She was mad. What do I do? Do what you want. Just leave me alone. Bye. I ended the call and hugged Isabella. That was easier than I thought. Thanks. What did I do? You made me feel wanted. I thought Catherine's cheating was my fault, and you liking my size helped me feel better. I could barely handle you. You made me feel things I hadn't felt before. I felt the same. We entered our room and locked the door. Isabella wrapped her arms around me. The room's a mess. Let's not worry about it. We were interrupted by her phone. Pete was listening in. What the hell? Oh, hi, Pete. Found someone new, as you see. Who's that? Why do you care? You cheated, so now it's my turn. But this feels more like finding your replacement. Fuck yo. Isabella hung up. Well, mood's gone. Shower? Need help with that? Sure. In the shower, things heated up again. Isabella worked her magic, and I couldn't resist. It didn't take long before we were both satisfied. I'm finishing. Isabella did her best to handle it, and after a moment we were both catching our breath. She made me feel good until it was all over. Then she stood up smiling. I pulled her close and we kissed deep, me tasting myself with her. We finished up, got dressed, and got into the SUV. It was 11 a.m. I stopped and asked, left or right at the highway? Left's the ocean and cities like Seattle. Right's the rest of it all. Let's see the rest. East it is, I said, and we hit the road. Mind if I turn on the radio? She asked. Depends on what you pick, but seems we like the same stuff. The last few days have been great, I said. We need to talk, though. Isabella looked worried. We are both married, to two real jerks, but still. What we did felt great, but we should slow down. If we get together, I want it for the right reasons, not because we're running from bad stuff. She listened to the country songs playing. She thought about her husband, Pete, and how much she disliked him now. As we drove, she decided she was going to take him down. Isabella, I said. Yes. Time to turn on your phone. No, she made a face. It'll let him find me. Good. Let him see you're gone. It's time to act. I want to see him pay. Her phone was flooded with messages when she turned it on. Pete was panicking. But there were also messages about money moved from the company to a private account. She hadn't okayed that. "What's this about money moving?" she asked on a call. "Didn't think you'd okay it." "What do we do?" the voice on the other end asked. "Don't move any more money without me saying so. Only Pete could have done it. Looks like he's stealing. Keep quiet, I'll handle it." "Got it," said the voice. She turned off the call. "We gotta stop. I need to check the company's stuff on your laptop." "No problem. Next stop's coming up." Then her phone rang again. "Pete, where are you?" he barked. "On the road. Don't mess with me. Where's my money?" "What money?" She played dumb. The call ended. She was onto something big and wouldn't stop until she got the whole story. Me? I was thinking about my own situation. My wife, Catherine, was history now. Time to publicly cut ties. My phone kept buzzing with her tries to reach out. Ignored them until now. "Michael, please, I'm sorry. Come back." "I'm too far gone," I replied. "Just turn around. No going back. And you? Shouldn't you be looking for Pete? Heard Isabella left him too." "How'd you know?" "She told me. His place is all open now. You should find room there. He's done with me now that you're gone. He said it's useless to be with me." "What's your plan now?" "I don't know. My place is empty and the guy who sells houses came by. He said he's got someone ready to buy it today." "Ah, my guy Jagger always gets things done." "Your guy?" "Catherine. I stick by my friends. After we left the military, I stayed in touch. Jagger sells houses. Guess who I got the house from?" That's why it all happened so quick. "You never planned to take me back, huh?" "Nope. When you left on that risky move, it was over. You need to think about what to do fast. Your car? I'll cancel that too when I stop next." "Truck stop? Where are you?" "Heading east. Bye." Isabella and I didn't say a word, thinking about what's next. When I slowed to exit the highway, Isabella touched my leg. Was she trying to stay close or calm me? I glanced at her hand. "Don't leave me, okay?" "I won't. I enjoy having company and I like your company a lot." We stopped the SUV and she moved in for a kiss. "Let's get to the bottom of things, okay?" "Sure." We entered the truck stop diner and picked a quiet spot. I opened up the laptop for Isabella. "Do what you need to. I'll head to the bathroom. If the waitress shows up, order me some coffee and a meatloaf sandwich with fries." "What if there's no meatloaf?" "Isabella, this is a truck stop. I'd be shocked if they didn't have it." She smiled, and I went off. Coming back from the bathroom, my phone rang. "Jagger?" "Rugged man, good news. Sold the house. You've got $15 grand profit. I need to send you some papers. Let me know when you're near a fax and a notary." "Might have that here. If not, I'll sort it in town tomorrow." "We? Still with that woman?" "We're on the road together. Not sure where it's going. Got a lot to work through." "Understood." "Hey, who can look at a company's books for us?" "George invests. He might help or know someone who can. I'm eyeing a company to buy. Might have a way to push the owner to sell. I'll check with George. Catch up later." Back with Isabella, she was deep into my laptop with coffee and sandwiches waiting. I made a small noise to get her notice. "Good choice," I said. "Smarty," she shot back. Jagger called. "Sold the house. Need to send papers through fax. I'll be back. Don't touch my sandwich." "Smarty." Asking for a fax at the counter, they pointed me to the lounge. Jagger sent the papers. A lot to go through. "Can I review and send back tonight?" "Sure. Need a bank for the profit." "Will do." Back at the counter, I asked, "How much for the fax?" $1.40. Add it to your meal." Returning to Isabella, she had notes everywhere. "Find anything good?" "Oh yes. He's been hiding money from the business in foreign accounts. I blocked him from my account. He can't touch it now." "Can we use this against him?" "His company's almost broke, barely making payroll, and he owes taxes. That's bad. Could lose everything." "We can pressure him. Use his money to take over. I'll see what he owes, tip off the tax folks. When they chase him, we offer a way out for him." "I have a company." "What?" "I have a company. I do tech fixes. Thought you worked for someone else." "I am the company." "Then let's do it. Can I join your company? I have $800,000. Anything else you bring?" "I have some ideas. We planned our next steps over our meal. Making meatloaf sandwiches is easy, and they were yummy." It felt like all eyes were on Isabella when we walked in. She's a real beauty in a simple, warm way. Plus, she's super smart. A long time ago, I figured out that the brain is the key to being sexy, not just looks. I gotta use the restroom. Be right back. Any desserts here we can trust? Nope. Okay. Back soon. I watched her leave, thinking how amazing she is, inside and out. Pete really messed up and he's gonna regret it. After a bit, Isabella came back. You okay? Yeah. Why? You were gone a while. Plus, you always look good, no need for makeup. Thanks for that and for caring. Honestly, I'm not expecting a baby. Need to grab some lady things before we head out. Not expecting? So, you thought it could happen? Yes. Stopped taking birth control when I stopped seeing Pete. Shouldn't you have told me? Sorry. Thought since you didn't ask and you and Catherine never had kids, you couldn't have them. Oh, I can. Catherine just didn't want kids. Guess she wanted to stay free to mess around. Sorry, that must hurt. Yeah, I've always wanted kids. Me too. Lots. Looking at her, I knew she was the one. Now, to make it happen. Isabella, before we go further, you gotta know. I'm not planning to leave Catherine in a legal mess. Not giving her half for cheating. If we're together, it might not be official. I plan to give Catherine just enough to live on, nothing more. Michael, Idaho has different laws for divorce. You could challenge her for cheating, but you need proof. If I walk away and still support her, she can't accuse me of leaving. But she could catch us, when she has proof. All right, we'll tackle that after dealing with Pete. Us? Michael, we're a team already, right? So what's next for Pete? First, my firm tries to buy his. He'll refuse. Next, we tip off the tax guys through someone, like Haley. She complains about him. She'd love that. He flirted with her too much. Once the tax people are on him, he'll be desperate. That forces him to sell to us, since he can't fix his money issues with them watching. That's a lot to handle, Michael. I know, but with his $800,000 and our plan, it's doable. Did he leave more money with you? No, just that once. Lucky for us, he was distracted. I tensed up. Sorry, Michael. I'm not over it yet. By the end, Pete will pay. I'll help you make it happen. I was falling hard for her. My phone buzzed. Catherine. What? I'm sorry. Told Pete I'd sue if he didn't house me. I'm in a spare room, no funny business. And? Wanted you to know so it's not weird if you return. Who says I'm coming back? You must, Michael. I love you. Too late for that. Goodbye. She was quiet, so I hung up. Pete won't keep her around long. Her problem now. Let's check in with Haley. Also, we're hitting a crossroads soon. Salt Lake City or Cheyenne, Wyoming? What's beyond Salt Lake? Denver. And beyond Cheyenne? Just a lot of empty. Then Lincoln, Nebraska. Cheyenne, done. Let's call Haley. Isabella reached her, put her on speaker. Hey, Isabella. Hey, Haley, what's going on? Pete's losing it. You left him? Yes. Did you take anything important? Took money he was hiding. He's been stealing from the company. That's why no bonuses again. He's blaming you for taking money and even called the cops. I smiled at Isabella, whispering, taxes. Haley, Pete's been dodging taxes with our money. Looks like he invests it, then panics when he loses, delaying payments. That jerk, I should quit. Stay, trust me, call the tax office and IRS, tell them your thoughts. Call me after, okay? Will do. Gotta go. Isabella ended the call, looking concerned. Does he have a lawyer? Pass his digits, let's kick things off. At the next rest area, we can hop online and you can slide the cash back. No proof of us taking it. I'll ring up my lawyer, have him talk to Pete's guy, and toss an offer to buy. But with that $800K gone, how will we get the dough? I've got it under control. Trust me. Now hand over that lawyer's info. I flicked open my phone and called, Arrow! Rugged man! Going speaker mode. A soft click followed. Arrow, got Isabella here. Long story short, Catherine and I are done because of her and Isabella's other half. House is gone, I'm on the move. Isabella's giving you a lawyer's name. It's her man's. We're eyeing his business, and I mean to buy, even if it costs a bunch. Clear? Classic rugged man. Dive in, stir the pot, bail. That's the bit. Handing you over to Isabella. And, Arrow, be sweet, she matters. All set, rugged man. Phone handed off, I sorted the bill. Walked by some lady items, grabbed the last box of tampons, paid up, came back to Isabella finishing the call. All good. Let's roll. Arrow's on it. Says something about you scoring big. He jokes. What meant? Said you're a catch over Catherine. Think so? Pondering it. He's dialing Pete's lawyer now, making the buy move. If Haley steps up soon, they'll chat in a bit. Let's move. Wait, need something. Isabella checked for tampons, settled for a small pack of pads instead. We hit the road, me opening her door, then circling to mine. Why the frown? Last of what I needed just sold. It's that time, and these won't cut it. Might need a towel so I don't mess up your seat. Here. I handed her the bag. Isabella peeked in, gave me a look. Michael, you're it. What? Mom said a guy brave with lady stuff would be the one. Michael, you care. Just didn't want it snagged by someone else. But you touched tampons. Yep. Men don't do that. Well, where I'm from, real ones do. She lunged over, kissed me hard. Then, shocking me, changed her tampon there and then. She wrapped up the used one, tossed it, got back in the SUV. What's got you? Can't believe you just did that. Needed to. Thought you'd be cool since you did what you did. Ever see Catherine do that? Never. Use some for bullet holes, though. Isabella gasped, hands over mouth. Michael, we gotta talk. On what? It's early for that talk. Marines, Jagger, rugged man, tampons for wounds. That talk, yes. Saved by the phone. Isabella took it as we drove off. Hello? Hi, Haley. Okay. Really? Great. Don't fret. Trust me, I'm here. Will do. Bye. She hung up, me curious if we were diving into the talk or she'd share the call's gist. Then the phone rang anew. Hello? Hey, Arrow, speaker time. Click. Now can't share my heart. Arrow, my command tone. Sir, yes, sir. London. That ought to cool him. Sir, yes, sir. Status. Called the lawyer. Quite the pill. Said we heard Pete's firm needed cash. We've got a client ready to buy. Cash up front. And? Went back and forth, told him to get with his boss and hit me back. And? Wants to sell only a 40% part. 40%? Why? Dear, I own 10%, Isabella chimed. You speaking to me, honey? Arrow! Sir. Yes, sir. Made him give me 2% every cheat to make him pay. I got 10% now, she continued. Arrow, call back, say we want 45%. He agrees, we close fast. Got it, rugged man. Else, drag it, make him sweat. On it. Catch you later. Call ended. Bet Haley reached out to the state or IRS. They're on him now, huh? Right. They're sending folks over today to quiz him. I got a feeling Pete's gonna ring ya, wanting to buy back his 10% share since you're not around, and his tricks don't matter no more. What should I do? Play hard to get, then ask for 2% more for Catherine. Isabella's phone buzzed. She hit answer on loud. Isabella! What? Why are we loud? 'Cause my hands are tied. Darn! Pete yelled. Hold up, taking a call. What's up, Pete? Just hang tight, I said, trying to sound funny. All right. Who's that? A friend. Not like that. Wait for our next stop. Isabella gave me a big, messy kiss. Darn! Same, Pete. What's up? Isabella, it's clear you're over it and having a blast, so can I buy your 10% back? That's 12% now. How come? Catherine. Darn. You messed up, so it's 12%. Fine, I'll buy the 12% back. And what do I get? A clean split. You keep yours, I keep mine. Pete, I got nothing. Not even my clothes. Damn, Isabella, you know what you got. I'll mail your clothes, just tell me where you are. Forget you, Pete. Deal? Wait. Oh, wow, you went high. Darn! Pete shouted. Calm, Pete. I'll call you with a fax number once we stop. You send a contract for the divorce and my 12%. I'll sign and send it back. When? Isabella did a slurping noise and let out a giggle. Oh, this is good. Darn, Isabella, focus. Pete pleaded. I am focused on something big for me. Won't forget. See a stop coming. I'll handle it once we're there. Have the contract ready. I will. Thanks. Bye. We laughed hard. Isabella, how'd you think of that? It's what I want to do to you. I thought you don't do that in cars. Not usually. Let's stop up ahead. We stopped. Twin Falls had 2 exits and a stop at each. We parked and Isabella hugged me tight. After this, I want to fulfill a dream. Which dream? She pointed to the car roof. Leave a mark up there. We kissed and went inside. This place was huge, but the lounge was cozy. Isabella called Pete, gave him the number, then said we'd keep 6% instead of 12%. What? That's not the deal? Soon, Pete faxed the new deal over. No tricks from Pete, even though he was upset hearing Isabella with another guy. I'll sign. You find a notary. Found one, got the paperwork done, and faxed it back to Pete. Look, don't mess with me or I'll be back with some friends from the road. I won't, Pete said softly. There was a silence. Isabella, Pete spoke softly. Yeah? I'm sorry, I was the worst and really bad to you. Isabella could tell he meant it. Yep, you were, Pete. You did annoy me lots, but you had some skills. Take care. She hung up, louder than she realized. That jerk makes me feel bad for him. Others looked. I took her arm, and we headed to the SUV. Go back? And lose you? No way. Seriously, I said, meaning it. No chance. Yes, it is, and I'd lie if I said I didn't want you to stay, but I don't want you regretting staying. The only place I'm staying is with you, Michael. What you did, Pete never would. You care enough to let me go. Isabella teared up, then looked at me. You would let me go, wouldn't you? To make me happy? Of course. I hugged her by the SUV, and I wouldn't leave you for anything in the world. Is that good? I joked. Yes, I really care about money, power, and, well, I can promise one, I shrugged. Power? She guessed. Nope. Money? Eyebrows raised. Some? Well, I haven't checked, so no clue about that. Nor have I. Let's hop in the car and see if we can hit that mark up top, Isabella said, her smile becoming a sight I enjoyed as she touched me, making me feel all warm inside. I opened her door and then moved to my side. Before I got in, I had to think hard not to say stuff I didn't mean when things got hot. I climbed into the big car and pushed my seat back. Isabella moved my pants and got to my now favorite part of me. She was careful not to hurt it with the zipper's sharp bites. She brought it out all the way, held it tight, and started to move her hand up and down while playing with the top part with her other hand. At this, I grew full size. Michael! Wow, I just realized my fingers can't meet when I try to hold you. No wonder I feel so taken by you. I can't wait until I'm brave enough for us to try something new. Without us knowing, just thinking about it made me even more excited. Really? The thought of that makes you react? Isabella was surprised. You must admit you've got a nice behind and that cute spot likes a bit of fun, I shared. I thought you liked it. And it does feel good. I didn't know you thought about that. I've never tried, I admitted. No way! She was shocked. Really? I confirmed. Catherine didn't. She was curious. No, I said. And before her, she pried a bit more. Isabella, Catherine was my first and I was hers. We were each other's firsts before I had to leave. Oh, she must have been surprised, Isabella guessed. I bet she had an idea from movies or something. Wow. Well, Michael, you're not my first. My first was when I turned 16. She took a moment to show me her chest before going back to her actions. I was this big by 13 and just grew. I've been with a few guys and had a couple of adventures in college. I've never tried what we're talking about, but I want to one day. How are you doing? Not there yet, I answered. Tell me when, she said with excitement. Really? Yep. It's just something I want to know. Like how far it can go? No. More like how quick I need to close my eyes. It hurts if it gets in your eyes. I get it. I said more than I meant to, and we both paused, looking at each other. You know? Her eyes were wide. Trust me, that's a story for later. She went back to focusing on me. After calming my thoughts, I watched her every detail as she concentrated. Thinking about her in every way excited me beyond words. Finally, the moment came. Isabella! She hurried to finish, and then something incredible happened. I'd never felt like that before. Looking at Isabella, I saw some of it had reached the car roof. I tried to stop the mess. Proudly, I could say I hit the mark, but also saw the mess. My wheel, dash, and window had some too. When Isabella looked up, she grinned. Bullseye! Isabella, can you pass me a wipe? You got some in your hair? In my hair? It fell while you were busy. And you didn't catch it? Her smile teased. I got most of it. I grinned back. She then cleaned up with her fingers, putting every bit she found into her mouth with a proud swallow. She was about to kiss me, but I paused. What? No kiss? From now on, every bit you have will be mine to keep, she declared. Really? I looked at the steering wheel again and she followed my gaze. Wow, your aim's a bit off. I got it with the first try, though, I defended. But the wheel, dash, and window? What do you call that, collateral damage? She joked, cleaning up every trace she found and eating it with a big show. After she finished, she gulped down, then kissed me so hard and deep that I got excited again. You need to chill and drive us to the next hotel. I've got an itch that needs scratching. And a spot that needs filling? 2. 2? Actually 3. I'm going to be your first for something new, Michael. Who would have thought that after all these years you'd be trying something new with me? I started the SUV, drove off the side road and onto the highway until the next exit. There was a Hampton Inn right there, so I pulled in and parked in a far spot. Isabella touched me the whole way there, and when I killed the engine, she gave it one last squeeze. Put that away so we can check if our plans are working out. I was about to tidy myself up when Isabella stopped me. Sorry, I can't help it. She took me in her mouth as much as she could and started doing amazing things with her tongue and muscles. She didn't stop, and soon an overwhelming feeling built up. Isabella, it's happening. She grabbed me tight and doubled down on what she was doing. I released, and it felt never-ending. Then I was calm, and Isabella pulled away. She planted a gentle kiss before helping me tuck back into my pants and zipping up. Tonight's going to be something, she said. How? I figure a woman can come 8 to 10 times for every one time a guy does. So, you owe me like 20 orgasms so far. Isabella, I'll make sure you get them for as long as you let me. Maybe I should get you one of those remote vibrators so I can surprise you whenever I'm nearby. I have one, but it's nothing compared to your touch or Pete's before. But your touch... Michael, can I ask you something big before we go inside? Isabella, you can ask me anything. Her serious look told me this was a big moment for us. I'm listening, Isabella, go ahead. When I mentioned your touch, I realized I want it to be mine from now on. Michael, this is scary for me because it's all happening so fast. I didn't plan for this, but here we are. What are you saying, Isabella? I love you. I want this moment to be like our own special start, even if it's not official. I want us to share everything. You're sure? This isn't about getting over someone else or just a moment of fun. At first, maybe I just wanted fun. But then, you showed me real love, and the game we played made me see. I've always wanted someone like you who cares about me deeply, so this really would become ours, wouldn't it? Yes, that's how it works. Everything I am would be yours, and I'd cherish whatever you share with me. It's a big risk because you could really hurt me, but I love you that much. Michael, I feel the same. I'm scared of getting hurt so bad it breaks me completely. I hugged my new love tightly. Isabella, we might not match in every way, and I'd like to keep it that way till we're truly official. But from this moment, I'm yours, and those were my promises to you. Michael, I'm yours too, from now till forever. This moment is our promise till we can make it official. Whenever you're ready, I'm here for whatever comes next. The time is now, I said. Really? Isabella's eyes sparkled with surprise and joy. Really? I replied. No waiting? No waiting, I confirmed. Oh, Michael. We shared another long, deep kiss. Let's handle our past so we can move forward. We grabbed our things and checked into the hotel. In our room, we got comfortable and started planning our next steps in business, already knowing what we wanted next in our personal lives. We both picked up our phones. Hello, Haley, said Isabella. Hello, Arrow, I said. How's everything going? Any news? He agreed to it? That was unexpected. That move was smart. No worries, let everyone know to stay put. The good people won't be let go, and those who weren't fair, let's just say, they won't be our problem. That tone does mean business. Thanks, Haley, you're a true friend. We've got a lot to catch up on, but later. Make sure to check everything we have, every last detail. All right, we'll talk more soon. If anything comes up, text me. I've got plans that can't be interrupted. Thanks again. Talk soon. Hanging up, Isabella and I looked at each other, ready for what comes next. I missed some of what you said. Share yours and I'll share mine, I told her. Isabella gave me a quick kiss and sat on my lap, her hair making me feel funny down there. So Pete's going to sell the business. He told everyone they need new jobs since the new bosses will likely want their own crew. I told Haley to spread the word to our closest friends, the ones who didn't get mixed up with Pete's mess. She's keeping us updated over texts. She wondered why not call, and I said I might be busy with something. Or someone, I added with a smile. I caught that last bit. And you did not say that, I joked with her. No, but I was thinking it. Your turn, she replied, moving in a way that made me even more excited. Jagger's always a step ahead. He had one of our guys pretend to be a taxman and scare Pete big time. Pete called Arrow right after, ready to sell without a second thought. Just like that? Yep. Our guy Poacher has a way of sounding really scary. Pete was so shaken he didn't want to wait and wanted to sign the papers ASAP. He's going to settle some tax stuff with the sale money. What about the $800K in my account? Should I keep it? For sure. Think of it as a gift from Pete. But how will we manage to buy the company? I need to be honest, Isabella. If you want to take back all you said, it's okay. I'm actually pretty rich. How rich? I once fixed a huge mess for a big fast food chain. Their ordering system was a disaster. They asked for help, and I figured out the solution. Before I agreed to fix it, I asked for extra payment if I beat the deadline and a small share of their profits for 10 years. And well, they agreed. Really? Yes, they thought I was asking for too much, but I wanted to be rewarded for my effort. So I finished the job way early, and now I earn a lot from it. Buying Pete's company? I can do that easily with what I make each month. So, what's next for us? We need to see who's left at the company and how good they are. Looks like you're about to become more than just my partner. What do you mean? You'll be the president of the company. President? Yes, running the company, and I'll keep fixing problems as a programmer, but I don't care about being the boss. What matters to me is us. So I have to cover up now? Don't be silly. You're such a flirt. Me? A flirt? I'm glad you see it too. I didn't say yes. That question mark means it was a question. What, you're calling me a flirt now? If it fits. What about if things fit well between us? Flirt, I whispered, and then kissed her ear. She smiled. It felt like time flew by. The next morning after a special shower, we had breakfast when I made a call. Arrow, this is Michael. Go ahead with buying everything after checking the stock. Get his house, too. Houses, Michael, Isabella chimed in. What? He has more than one house, she added. Did you hear that, Arrow? Is that lovely lady still with you? How did you keep her interested? With your huge brain. Arrow, I'm Isabella, and yes, I love his brilliant brain. Arrow's laughter was so loud it filled the room. Oh, Isabella, it's great to know a woman likes my son and sees his true worth. But if you hurt him, I'll have to act tough. I'd never hurt him. And I'm eager to meet all his Marine pals and learn about all the stuff like how Michael says it stings to get cum in your eyes. What? Arrow yelled out. Later, Arrow, need to hit the restroom, Isabella said, blowing a kiss. Arrow, she's quite the catch, I remarked. Rugged man, she's all yours. No offense, but she's nothing like Catherine. This one's for keeps, long term. Yes, and that's why we need to seal this deal. So why is this mission so critical for me? Arrow asked. I filled in Arrow about Pete, his business, and Catherine. He was taken aback. Rugged man, this isn't just about showing off, right? No, man. I truly love her. Catherine's out of my life. Once the sale's final, I want Pete out of my house and any others we own. I'll take over his properties. Whatever Isabella doesn't want, I'll sell. Then I want to push this company to the top. Isabella will be president, and I want her to shine. Got it. I'll get the property list to Jagger for his take, Arrow said. Hey, boys, still at it? Isabella returned. Yes. After your shocker, Arrow was quite distracted. Ooh, Arrow. Does your wife enjoy your smarts? Nope, Miss Isabella. She's all about my other qualities. Isabella choked on her water at that, spraying it out. She did not just do that? Yep, Arrow, she did. I'm smitten. Isabella, after recovering from her cough, playfully hit me. Arrow, you'll pay for this, she joked. Of course, ma'am. Arrow, thanks for helping us. It means a lot. Isabella, Ruggedman has done a lot for many folks. I'm all in for helping. Can't wait to meet you properly. Once things settle, I want you, the Marines, and their families over for a BBQ. Know any good cooks? Sure do. We'll make sure to invite everyone. Great. And Mrs. Arrow makes awesome potato salad. Bye, Arrow, Isabella softly said. Farewell, ma'am, Arrow replied with admiration. Later, rugged man. See you, Arrow. Isabella and I were quiet for some time. You know you're pretty much a Marine wife now, right? I said. Before the wedding? We made promises before God. We're as married as it gets. Then let's head upstairs to celebrate that fact. More celebrating? Okay. It took us 2.5 days to get here, but with all the celebrating, We'll need 4 days back. We'll move into the house when we return and start our company work on Monday. Deal? Deal. As we left, I was focused on my mission, now shared with Isabella. We planned to make Pete's life miserable, dumping him and my cheating wife, Catherine. I now owned the company and his house. He'd be out on the streets soon. Isabella was to be the company president. We'd move into the house and start our family. A dream for us both, unlike Catherine, who didn't want kids, probably because she was unfaithful. Now I didn't care about her at all. My Marine friends had come through time and again. Jagger with the house sale and Arrow, finding a way to legally take Pete's company from under him. Pete would lose everything, his company, house, car, other properties, and soon his freedom when we expose his tax evasion to the IRS. Stopping for gas in Cheyenne, we spent 2 days in a hotel, deeply in love. We roamed around naked, always ready for each other. I worried about being too sore, while Isabella seemed endlessly ready. We kept to a promise, saving something special for our official wedding. But every time we were together, we imagined starting a family, a thought that thrilled Isabella. If it were possible, I'd grant her a child monthly, just to see her that happy. On day 2, we went to the big car. Isabella took the keys, opened the door for me, and told me to get in. "I'm driving today," she said. "Sure," I replied. She was surprised. "No fight? Pete never let me drive his cars." "Now they're yours. We can sell them if you want," I told her. "The money goes back to the company, right?" she asked. "Yes, all for the company. And soon I'll buy the house and the cars you like, so they're really ours," I said. She hugged and kissed me, and I loved it. I got in the car. When Isabella tried to reach the pedals, she couldn't. It made me laugh. "We're not all tall," she joked, and adjusted her seat and the mirrors until she was comfy. But when we were about to leave, she said something felt wrong. "What's up?" I asked. "It's silly," she said, "but I drive better when I see your, parts. It gives me confidence." So I did what she asked. Feeling brave, Isabella drove us for 3 hours until we needed gas. At the gas station, things got spicy. Then we joked and went inside to grab some snacks, acting like a bold couple. Once back in the car, Isabella said, "Your turn to drive. I want to relax and enjoy." "Sure," I laughed. Before we left, she got comfortable, in her own special way, making me promise to keep things fun between us. I promised, excited for our future. As we drove, we talked about making our new place feel like home, but I was unsure. "It's hard thinking about making a home where Pete was with you," I admitted. Isabella understood and promised to talk to Arrow about it. The trip back was filled with playful moments, making us forget the tough stuff for a while. Back in Boise, we checked into a hotel with a big bed, took a careful shower, and went to bed, happy but thinking about the future. We shared kisses and touches until Isabella lay down, her body open and ready. "Michael, please make love to me hard," she begged. I moved beside her so she could warm me up while I touched her quickly and with force. When I was ready, I went between her legs, used my mouth to get her more ready, mixing with her own heat. I put myself at her entrance and pushed in all the way. I moved fast and hard, worrying we might disturb the neighbors. Isabella hid her face and yelled out as she felt pleasure, moving her hips to meet mine. "Isabella, I'm loving you with all I've got." "Yes, make me feel it, now!" she screamed. I went as deep as I could, feeling myself release. "I just gave you all I could," I said, imagining the future. She kept meeting my movements, lost in the pleasure until she couldn't move anymore. I rolled to the side, pulling away, noticing she didn't let anything go. I wondered where it all went. I wrapped my arms around her, and we both drifted off. Later, Isabella woke up, and so did I. "Bathroom," she said. I let her go, listening to her in the bathroom, but didn't hear the sound I was expecting. She flushed, came back, and we shared our love for each other. Later, I needed to go too. She didn't want me to leave the bed. "In the bed?" I asked. She suggested the shower instead. So, in the shower, she helped me out in a playful way. We laughed about it and went back to bed, ready to sleep again. In the morning, our love continued in the shower, laughing and enjoying each other's company. Isabella was curious about when she could get pregnant since she'd stopped her birth control. We talked about it, shared dreams of a future together, and promised to support each other. We went for a hearty breakfast, planning our day. Isabella needed to handle some business in private. I waited, worried about our future but trusting her. She called me back and I kept my promise, showing my love for her once more. Trust and love were our promises to each other. We faced the day together, ready for whatever came our way, knowing we'd handle it as one. As I was with her, I saw how her skin moved under my touch, and I loved how her bottom danced with each push. I played with how fast and hard I went, seeing how it shook her. "If you don't finish soon, I'm going to lose it. Then I can tell you something good." Good thing she didn't say we need to talk. I grabbed her tight and went as hard as I could until she yelled into the pillow, and I was right there with her. She fell flat, and I slipped out. "Michael, come lay by me." "Sure." I lay beside her and wrapped an arm around her. She turned, doing the same. Arrow loves you. That's what happens when you rely on someone for life. I love him too. Would you jump in front of a bullet for him? I paused, thinking of when I did just that. Yes. For Jagger or Poacher? Yes. Have you? I didn't speak. She looked into my eyes and knew. Michael, would you do that for me? I would. Even a week ago? Probably not. Thanks for being honest. I can't say I do the same because I don't really know what it means, but I'd do anything I can think of for you. I get that. What's this all about, Isabella? I had Arrow clear the house of all furniture and clothes. He got a big bed and some simple bedding for the main room. When we go there, that's all we'll have. We'll make the bed ours, then choose what else we want, making each thing ours too. This will be our place and I hope our home. I thought about her words and what they meant. She really listened to me and wanted to make this work. Michael, if you ever wonder if Pete and Catherine were there, tell me. We'll leave and find a new place, okay? Did I do all right? You did great. When is this happening? Now. We can go there at 1. Arrow will have the keys. Don't you have a key to your own place? Arrow's changing the locks. So, he'll give us new ones at 1, okay? Sounds perfect, my love. I love hearing that. Oh, and I asked Arrow to check on our security team, to make sure none of them were too close to Pete or messing around. They have today to sort it out, or they're out by Monday. Can they really do it that fast? If they want to keep their jobs, Arrow's a good man. He is that and more. So let's shop for furniture. Isabella got excited at the word shopping and danced around the room, making me happy watching her move. Then she stopped. Oh no. What's up? I'm leaking. She ran to the bathroom and soon I heard the shower. Time for me to join. She invited me into the warm water and we cleaned up together in a very close way. After that, we got dressed and went to a fancy furniture store. I asked the sales guy why not buy cheaper stuff that looks the same across town. He said it's about what it's made of. Cheap stuff uses soft wood that won't last. But their stuff, made from hardwoods like maple, oak, and mahogany, could last generations. They even replace it if it breaks under normal use, just not if it burns in a fire. Wow, sold. Isabella, choose what you like. Let's do it room by room. For the whole house? Yes. Oh no, what if I mess up? Isabella looked worried. Isabella, if that happens, our grandkids will just have to deal with it, so don't sweat it. Okay. We began in the living room, then moved to the dining area. After that, the main bedroom. Isabella thought we should get the same bed sets for the other 4 rooms too. Then we looked at the game room, but I wanted to wait on that. I might turn it into a guy's space. Sounds fair. Now, do we have everything? Tables, lights, little things? The store guy stepped in at that point. I'm not trying to talk myself out of a sale here, but are you too sure about all this? She's sure. It's going to cost a lot. Yeah. When can you bring it? We've got it all at our place. We can bring it over tomorrow. At 10 a.m.? Maybe 11 a.m. would be better, to make sure everything gets there safe and sound. That works. We'll be there at 11 a.m. How will you pay? Maybe one of our payment plans? Can I use a debit card? I must have looked like I hit the guy. Cash? Yep. I hate owing money. Is that all right? What am I going to say? No, sorry, just shocked. Not many pay in full. Well, we are. Is the delivery included in the price? Yes, everything includes delivery. Great. Isabella, anything else? No, Michael. If this doesn't make our place feel like home, I'm lost. I know something. What? Put us two, who love each other with all this stuff, and it will be perfect. I love you. 1 sec. I turned back to the salesman. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Can I see the place too? He asked. I was hoping you'd help with the move. My back, though, won't let me lift heavy things, but I'll be there to help out. Stay for some food and coffee after, all right? Thank you, he said, surprised. No problem. And your name? Richard Edwards. Good to do business with you, Richard. See ya. We shook hands with Richard. I took Isabella by the hand, paid, and we drove off to the place. It was my first time seeing it, and I liked the area right away. Not too fancy, but cozy. There were bikes in the yards and not many weeds. Isabella told me where to turn, and when I did, I stopped quickly. Catherine looked very upset on the steps. We pulled up and sat, trying to figure out what to do when Arrow came up. Hey, rugged man, we hugged. And you must be Isabella. After a big hug to both of us, he noticed Catherine. That's your wife? The old one. So, she's the ex? Not yet. I'm replacing her. I said it loud enough for Catherine to hear. You won't divorce me? She asked hopefully. Nope. If you want a divorce, you handle it. I won't reward your cheating. I'll make it hard for you. But I get half of everything. I have nothing. It's all in a trust. And if you broke that, well, it'd be very bad for you. That's not fair, she complained. Fair? Was it fair when you cheated? When you chose Pete over me? When you lied about kids? No. So Pete gets you. If you do divorce me, it won't matter. Isabella and I are together no matter what. Make a life with Pete and leave while you can. But I have nothing. You sold our house. Our house, I corrected. It stopped being a home when you left with Pete. Fine. You took the car. I had nothing when the movers came. I moved in with Pete, and then he, pointing at Arrow, kicked us out. Pete said eviction needed 30 days' notice. He said that's for renters, not squatters. If Pete had a lease, it'd be different. So, where's your stuff? It's at a mate's place from work. That made me smirk a bit. Her bad day was just starting. So why aren't you at work? Isabella asked, getting a bit short with her. I took the day off so I could sort this mess out, if you must know. Catherine shot back a little sharp. There's nothing to sort, Catherine. To me, it looks like you left for what you thought was better, and it flopped. You took a big risk and lost. At least you're still healthy. Isabella jumped in again right then. Would you mind leaving? We've got stuff to do. And who are you to tell me what to do? Catherine said. I own the company that owns this house, and you're just in the way. Catherine stood there, blinking a few times. For someone not too sharp, she sure could catch on quick. You're the one who bought out the company and kicked Pete out? Yes, I did. Me and my partner here. With those words, Isabella took me into her arms and kissed me. That's when Catherine lost it and went for Isabella, grabbing a chunk of her hair before Isabella punched her hard in the jaw. Catherine ended up on the driveway, dazed. Good punch, I said, quite impressed. I took classes for self-defense. A girl's got to know how to handle herself. I'll remember not to make you mad. Catherine heard that. I'm your wife! Me! She cried out. Wrong. Yes, I'm married to you, but Isabella is my real partner. She's loyal and true and only has eyes for me. You, on the other hand, don't check any of those boxes, Catherine. So while we are technically married, we're not really together in any way that counts. And from today, you don't work at my company anymore. Where are you crashing? Isabella added. I won't tell. You'll just fire her to get back at me. I'm not that small, but just so you know, if she's been with Pete, she's out too. You might want to let her know. I can't call her. My phone's dead, got nowhere to charge it. That's too bad. By now, if she was with Pete, she probably knows. Catherine got herself up, trying to look a bit dignified, and before she left, she said, I'm sorry, Michael. Someday I'll get why I did it, but now, I don't. I guess I didn't love you enough. And I'm sorry about the kids. There were never going to be any. I had an STD when I was younger that messed up my tubes. I was on pills just to keep things regular. After that, I felt like I had to be with someone to feel like a woman. I'm sorry. Me too, Catherine. This all happened because I have friends who stick by me. That's something to think about for the future. The power of being loyal and true. Catherine left then, no crying, just walked away with her head down. Let's check out our house. Isabella, give me a sec with Arrow. Okay, love, I'll wait here. Let's walk in together. Sure. I took Arrow aside, away from the driveway. Arrow, Catherine's technically still my wife, so keep an eye on her. If her friend's out of a job too, let me know. I don't want her homeless, okay? Got it, boss. We went back to the front door where Arrow handed me the keys. I unlocked it and we stepped into a big, impressive, but very empty house. Our footsteps echoed as we walked in. Michael, this place is huge. Jagger said it's worth a lot. There's also a cabin in the mountains and a small place in New Zealand. New Zealand? I was surprised. Looks like Pete had big plans for retirement. What else? I glanced at the papers Arrow was holding. A few cars, nothing special, and a boat down in Nevada. We could sell the New Zealand place and the boat. Keep the cabin. You might want to think a bit before that. I've got pictures. Arrow showed us pictures on his iPad. The cabin looked amazing, nestled in the mountains, and the boat was a houseboat. Isabella, check these out, I said. Oh, wow. We need to talk about what to do. The cabin seems like a perfect escape. Could be great for you and your mates to hunt or fish, and maybe someday show kids about the wild. Kids? Arrow raised an eyebrow. Easy, Arrow. Not yet. But yeah, someday. Little ones running around? That cabin's a keeper then. They'd wreak havoc here otherwise. He laughed. We'll chat more later. Isabella, I agree to sell, but put the money back in the company. Anything else? Not right now. I'd show you around, but I don't know it myself. And Isabella probably knows more than me, so unless there's more, I've got work to get back to. Thanks for everything. It's what we do. I still owe you. It was nice meeting you, he said before hugging my new life partner. Arrow, when we settle down, let's throw a big party for all the Marines linked to Michael and their families too, Isabella suggested. Well, maybe not everyone, Arrow replied, a bit down. Why not? Isabella wondered. She doesn't know yet, does she? No, she doesn't. That makes me worried, Isabella mentioned. It's not too bad, Isabella, but I might not be the best one to explain, Arrow said. Then who should tell me, Arrow? Arrow and I looked at each other, then both turned to Isabella. Jagger. Jagger? Yes. He's the one who knows everything. I was too busy causing chaos and Arrow was busy with other things. Talk to Jagger. Thanks, Arrow. We'll have you over soon. Thanks, Isabella. See you, bro. See you, bro. Arrow hugged us and left. Want to see the house? Sure. Feeling okay? Yeah, I think I'm just overwhelmed. Seeing Catherine, being in this house, and everyone showing up. Let's go. Oh, shoes off first. Okay. I laughed as I took off my shoes and socks. Socks can stay on. No, I want to feel the ground. All right. Here's the entryway. This side has a coat closet. That side has a shoe warmer for winter. Our guests won't have cold feet. That's cool. This leads to the big room. The fireplace works and has a gas starter. I would sit here reading, hoping Pete would notice me. We both had tears in our eyes. Michael, we need to make new, happy memories here or I'll feel sick. I held Isabella, took her to the fireplace, and we were close, her without her clothes. I made sure she wasn't on the cold floor. Afterwards, Isabella put in a new tampon. If we keep this up, you'll need more of those. Seems so. She kept it, then kissed me. We went to the kitchen. There, things got close again. Michael, someone might see. Let them. They should know we're happy. Isabella hugged me after, pressing close to the window. Thank you. She led me upstairs. The view behind her was stunning. At the top, we saw 4 bedrooms. Then, down another set of stairs back to the big room. She pulled me into the master bedroom. We were close again, then fell asleep together. We woke up, went to the big bathroom. We took turns showering, using soap and hands to dry off. Near the shower was a big tub. We thought about using it next. The room had 2 sinks and cabinets, so no fighting over space. Isabella used the restroom and was relieved to find more tampons. I might have left marks everywhere. It's claiming the house back. Did I keep it all in? I thought so. We laughed. I'm hungry. Let's eat. First, let's grab our bags. We need clean clothes. Standing at the door, I reminded her. Oh, right, clothes. Unless we have visitors, let's not. I want you to see me, and I you, just as we are. And our neighbors? They'll mind their own. Really going out like this? Yes, and you're helping with the bags. Your suitcase is heavy. Okay, off we go. We went out, grabbed our stuff from the car, unsure if we were seen or not. Back inside the house, we took the bags to the bedroom and laid them on the bed. We got dressed, and I noticed I was dry from my shower. Looking at Isabella, she was the same, dry. The dry air in the valley must have helped us dry off fast. Before we go off, do I need to help you relax in a special way? She teased. I'm all good, I told her. You seem tense, she noted. Really, I'm okay. It's fine to feel a bit tense after everything today. I'm honestly fine, I insisted, but Isabella looked disappointed. I then thought, maybe I am a bit tense. You know what? Maybe I do feel a bit on edge. She lit up with a smile. Quick as anything, Isabella had me feeling amazing with her skill. I was amazed by how she could do that. How do you manage that? I had to ask once we were done. Truth, she said, and went on to explain how she learned a similar skill one summer, but never really had the chance to use it until now. I was curious if we could change things up a bit next time, and she was open to the idea with some considerations. We joked a bit about what was off limits, and then realized we were both hungry. Isabella made a playful comment about wanting more meat, which led me to ask if this was a usual thing when she was on her period. She admitted it was, but being in love made her feelings even more intense. We'll work it out, I said, thinking about the future. She teased about how we'd manage when she was pregnant, and I reassured her we'd find ways to be close. Dinner was simple, steak and potatoes with playful talk of dessert afterwards. Dinner went well, with Isabella's mood swinging a bit. I knew we'd figure things out, especially with who I could talk to for advice. After dinner, we went back home, thinking ahead to making use of our garage for the first time. Once we settled back at home, Isabella brought up making a list of places to be intimate, teasing about the various locations around our vehicles. We laughed and made our way into the house, into the quiet of our new life together. In the bedroom, we prepared for bed, with Isabella already hinting at what she wanted come morning. We got into bed, close and comfortable, ready to rest and dream together, feeling the peace and promise of our new start. I woke up to find a bright pink, fluffy toy close to my face, with a tiny string hanging from it. Something warm and wet was on me down there, making me feel good. When I moved, it felt even better because of Isabella's mouth. After many times of feeling great, Isabella yelled out loud and then made sure I was all clean. We both ended up a bit messy from it all. Morning, Michael. Morning, Isabella. Sorry about that. For what? I had the banana dessert first, didn't wait for you. That's not really eating, you know. I know, made a huge mess. Isn't it yucky? I didn't think much of it. I'm happy to help you. But it's a bit yucky, don't you think? Let's not do that often, okay? I'm here for you. If it makes you happy, I'm in. Shower? Isabella looked sad, so she switched topics. Clean up or fun? Clean, then eat, then fun, then clean, fun, and so on. Do we have time to eat? I'll make the time. We also have to think about guests and furniture. That means we need to move fast, and maybe skip some of those plans. As she walked away, her bottom seemed to speak to me, calling me to follow. We cleaned up together in the shower. I finally gave her the banana dessert she wanted. While being close from behind, I couldn't help but share a thought. I don't know if I'll keep my word, I said. Which word? I'm starting to really like the idea of being even closer to you. And you want to try that? I do. Let's wait a bit, she looked worried. We had no towels, so we just rolled around to dry. When Isabella said everything was gone, she meant it. The movers are arriving soon. We can eat out and then buy what we need. The bedding is coming with the movers. I chose it while you looked at sofas. Will I like it? Every piece shows different love poses. No way, I can't wait. I was amazed. I chose colors that match the rooms. Some have patterns, some are plain, and some have flowers. The guest rooms are simple. How much was it all? It was included in the total price. Now let's grab some food and towels. We got ready and went to my favorite place for breakfast. We were so in love, feeding each other and sharing kisses. You two look so in love. Newlyweds? Kind of, Isabella blushed. You get a discount, the server beamed. We'll have pie, Isabella smiled. I didn't wake up to a scary sight this morning, Isabella joked about not having a messy face. Just a bit. It was a short one this time. Wow. So, in a week, we might be thinking about a family. I'm all for it if you are. For real? Yes, I love you, and I meant everything I said. She was overjoyed. You're amazing. He just said we're planning for a baby next week. Can't wait to be glowing, Isabella shared with the server. My experience was a bit different, but all the best. The The server laughed. We enjoyed our pie, playing with the cream and pie filling. Now we look like we should have this morning. Isabella laughed. Can't help but love you. I cleaned her up. And I, you? She cleaned my face too. Let's shop before the movers come. Sure. And I need to call Haley about work stuff. Sounds good. We thanked the server with a good tip for being so kind. Michael, she was so nice. Let's always ask for her when we come back, okay? I love that idea. I helped Isabella into the car, and as she got in, I gave her a quick kiss. She laughed, and I love her laugh. I started the truck and we headed out. Before ringing Haley, where to for our shopping? She gave me a smile and said, Mall's good. I'll get Haley on loud so you can hear. I nodded, and we made for the mall while Isabella called up. Hey, Haley! Isabella? Where you at? Why ask? Security stopped loads of women and some guys at the door this morning, didn't even let Pete in. That bad, eh? Yep. Does this mean what I think it does? Looks like Pete and others got caught. Man, that's why security rang me on Sunday asking if I knew any women with Pete. They warned me about my job. I said Catherine's name. They asked if I was with Pete and I got mad, said no. Haley still seemed mad about it. Catherine must have told on others and it went on from there, Isabella thought. Can we keep going a few days with who we have? Yeah, Isabella. I think all who got in work hard. Are we good in all areas? Thin, but we're covered. Does everyone know I own it now? What, really? Yeah, calm down. Michael and I bought it. Michael? Catherine's ex? Yeah. Oh boy. Yep, and we're together now. I'm boss and he's with me. It's all happening fast. Listen, call a meet of all heads for 1 p.m. Get them in the meeting room and I'll call and fill them in. Don't spill about me, just say new owners want to chat through call. Cool? Got it, boss. Ma'am, your highness, Haley joked. I'll fire you, Isabella joked back. You can't. I know this place back to front, only you know more. Catch you later, Haley. And thanks. Sure thing, Isabella. Bye. Isabella hung up and looked at me. That was something. So, half the women out and all's in the dark. They showed up and got to work. Looks like a strong team to build on, I said. Sure does. Park over there. We shop, head home, then I've got that meat from the office. Right, boss. Ma'am, your highness. Jerk! Is that a yes? Yes now. If I did, you'd go nuts. Isabella? Yeah, love. I have to call Catherine and make my offer. You go shop and I'll wait here? Cool. Hey, be nice. She's lost her job and place to stay because her friend got fired too. No need to be mean. I'll try not to be too harsh. Thanks. She kissed me and gave me a playful touch before leaving. I looked at the phone, then finally called. What do you want? To gloat? Catherine was bitter. Bit of both. You know I'm jobless today, right? Yeah. You and every woman there that was with Pete. Half of them. What? She was shocked. Thought you were his only? He said so. Looks like her telling on others backfired. I could hear her cry as it all sank in. I've got a deal. Can you hear me out? I said. I'm dumb. Lost it all because of my choices. True. Can't undo that, but I still care. Won't divorce and split everything since I've got little. But sign the papers and I give you $800 a week for 10 years. That's $41,600 a year. With that, you could get by, but need a job for more, like a car or fun. Fight me and get nothing. I thought you loved me. I did. But what you did hurt. I'm not in love anymore. So what do you say? What about Isabella? What of her? Once we're done, I'll marry her. We'll have kids. It only matters to you. After a pause, she said, I'll take it. Go to the credit union, start new accounts. Got $50? No, she sobbed. Find a branch, call me there, and I'll bring your first $800. Then it's every Sunday night. I haven't signed yet. She was quiet. Will you bail? No, she whispered. I'm sorry, Michael. Really am. You're sorry for how things turned out for you. Not for the lying. Keep their names to yourself unless you want trouble. You'll see who's missing at work. I only did guys from work. I wish you told me that before. It might have saved us. But not now, she asked. But not now. I'll head to one of the branches after lunch. Okay, bye. I sat and stared at the phone after hanging up. Dumb girl. She had it all, and now Isabella does. If we're smart, we'll keep it forever. Dumb girl. I still care, but man, do I hate her. There was a loud knock on the back window, and I saw Isabella with her arms full. I hit the button, and the back door opened for her. She loaded everything in and shut the back, then ran to the other side and stopped. I looked at her, she looked at me, and I got the hint. I jumped out and opened her door for her. I got a kiss and a pat. I was worried we were done. She was half kidding, half serious. "I'm sorry. I was upset thinking about my chat with Catherine. Today she realized I wasn't mad. I was hurt. She said sorry, and I think she meant it." "Do you want her back?" Isabella asked. "No. I've got you, and that's what I've always wanted. I thought Catherine was it, but I was wrong. And you're scared I'll hurt you too?" "Though I worried about it these past few days, I don't now. My gut says you won't." "Michael, until I met you, I didn't really get what loving someone meant. I can't explain it, I just love you so much. Saying I love you doesn't seem enough." "Let's go home, move the furniture in, and begin your meeting." "Okay," I said. "You said home, not house." Isabella was thrilled. "Yeah, I guess I did. I now have 2 amazing homes, and I can't wait to enjoy both." I drove us to our home. "2 homes?" "Yes, the one we live in and the one with you." "Ooh, I like that." Isabella's hand joined mine on the shifter. I told her about the deal with Catherine, and she teared up that I'd do that for her. When we got home, Isabella opened the garage and I pulled in, only for my beautiful wife to hug me tight. She kissed me and squeezed. "Come on, let's put things away. I want to make coffee for the delivery guys." She gave my butt a tap. "We have coffee?" "Now we do," she grinned. "Coffee cups?" "Now we do." She was proud. "Let's go." I grabbed the bags from the Escalade's back and followed her into the house. "Let me take the yellow bags to the kitchen. Could you change the sheets before the delivery guys see our mess?" "Yes, dear." My eye roll got me a kiss and a squeeze before she took the bags to the kitchen. I went upstairs, took off the dirty sheets. "Where to put them?" "Isabella," I called. "Yes? Where do I put these sheets?" "There's a laundry chute by the bedroom doors." "We have a laundry chute?" "Yes, love." "Cool." I found the chute, a flat door that fit into the wall. I opened it, put the sheets in, and shut it. I then made the bed with new sheets. Once done, I lay down, feeling content. I put the rest of the stuff away and noticed how the bed fit perfectly in the empty room. I went downstairs to the smell of coffee. That smells good. Nothing makes a home warm like coffee and love. She teased me a bit. "You need to stop, or I'll show you off when the table arrives." "While they watch?" "What if I did? Truth?" "Truth. I'd be embarrassed," she frowned. "Then let's promise only to tease when we're alone, because I might just do it, crazy in love with you and all. And I'm just as crazy for you. Deal. Teasing is for us alone." We drank coffee and waited for the delivery guys, holding each other close. "Let's get that thing down and welcome our furniture," she joked, giving me a pat. I tried to hide my excitement and followed Isabella to the door. "Hello, Richard. Welcome to our home." "This is great." We packed the truck by rooms. "The bedrooms are first. Just tell us where." I looked at Isabella and kissed her. "The lady of the house will show you around." "I'll just stay out of her way," I said, stepping back. Isabella was already bossing it. She took the delivery guys upstairs to show them the 4 smaller rooms. Each bedroom set is the same, so put 1 set in each room. 1 bed, 1 dresser, 1 chest, and 2 nightstands in each. The rest marked bedroom goes in the big room downstairs on the right of the door. The big bed pieces are clear. The dresser goes on that wall and the chest on this one. Nightstands on each side of the bed. The makeup table there and the big wardrobe next to the closet. The guys went down, and Isabella came over, hugged me, and led me to the kitchen and out to the deck. We sat by the hot tub. "This is going to be great," she said, like she was dreaming. "If you stay, it will be." "Why do you say stuff like that?" She sounded annoyed. "Because I feel unsure." "Well, Mr. Unsure, stop it. You're making me worried." She held me tight, and I heard a sniffle. "Isabella? Love?" "I'm sorry. I just can't believe how fast things are moving. A few weeks ago, I was planning a party with Catherine, and now we are setting up our home." "I get it, Michael. Pete left me long ago. When he and Catherine left that night, I wasn't shocked. He took nothing from me, but I keep forgetting he took everything from you." She paused. "Michael?" "Yeah. I'm planning to make it all better and add babies. Please keep hoping." "Hoping. Yes, hope. Your trust in me and my love for you, and that I will always be here." She let her words sink in. "Michael, yes? I think I get it now. Do you? Michael, I'd do anything for you, and I think I know what that means to you. Let's go see the bedrooms." I smiled, helping her up. "Ooh, I love your talk." We went back in to see the crew leaving the big room. We checked the rooms. They set everything up, but each room had its own style. "Hey, all the rooms are different." "Is that okay? We thought it'd be nicer for the kids if the rooms weren't all the same." We smiled at the big guy. "Man, no kids yet, but thanks for that thought." Isabella and I thanked him and he left. The master room looked great. Everything was perfect. We kissed, and I tried to lead her to the bed, but she stopped with a smile. "Not now, dear. We can make it special tonight." I wondered how we'd do it on the dresser and the wardrobe. Isabella caught my look and playfully hit me. "I love your naughty thoughts." We kissed and saw the guys were done with the kitchen stuff. "Hey, put the table by the windows and the stools around the island, the dishes in the pantry and the knives on the table." "Thanks." Done in a flash. The dining area had a china and a liquor cabinet. The living room had the big TV, a sofa, and my chair. As soon as they set my chair and got the cover off, I was sitting in it, making Isabella laugh. She leaned over and whispered, "We'll start with this one." We checked the office. The guys just placed the desks and left the chairs, leaving me to do the wires and network. The crew packed up, making sure we liked everything. We did. The doorbell rang just then. Great timing. Isabella opened it for the pizza guy. She paid and set the pizzas on the table, then got us coffee in our new cups. "Richard? Guys? Break time. Pizza's in the dining room." I chuckled. She punched me again, and we quickly had our pizza. Then I reminded Isabella about her meeting. The crew thanked us and left. I got naked and sat in my recliner. "Michael, meeting!" "You said this was first." "Fine." Isabella got naked and, well, she was keeping her promise. But I stopped her and kissed her deeply. "I love you, Isabella. Meeting first." "Sure?" "Yep. Plus, when did you last have a work chat with no clothes on?" "Ah, right. Let's go to the office. Can you jot things down?" "Of course." I grabbed a pad and a blue pen, then sat in a big chair. Isabella was calling our office number and sat in hers. "Hello, Boise Software. How can I help?" "Hello, I like how you pick up. I'm Isabella Carlos, the new boss here. I need to talk to the team on the phone. Are they ready in the meeting room?" "Yes, ma'am. I'll put you through." There was a pause, then a beep, then the echoey sound of a speakerphone. "Hello? Hi, Chief. Hi, Haley. Is everyone there?" "Yes, they're all buzzing about what's up." "Got it. So I'll start. I'm Isabella Carlos. Most know me as Pete's ex-to-be. My buddy Michael Vaughn also going to be an ex, but to Catherine and I got this place." "Did you say ex-wife?" one asked. "And ex-husband?" another chimed in. "Yes. As you saw, some folks and Pete couldn't get in today. They're out. Pete for taking money and the ones for crossing lines with my man. Some guys, too, for crossing lines with Michael's wife. I won't stand for this. We'll soon have rules to stop anyone from being used and making cheating a no-go." Isabella?" a man asked. "Dating an employee here and, well, we just got engaged. Is that a problem?" "No, you didn't cross lines with Catherine and your partner didn't with Pete. Our rule isn't in place yet, so you're fine. Unless you start abusing power, then you're out fast. Look, I'll be in the office next week. Might be earlier, but don't bet on it. I hear you're all solid, loyal, and work hard. I value that. You've shown it. I depend on you all to keep things running this week. Haley knows a lot, ask her. For what she can't answer, call me. We can make this place shine." "How? We've not seen bonuses in years. I was close to leaving, but Haley said to wait. So I am, for now." A woman asked. "That's not true. The place has been earning lots, but my ex was hiding it away. We're getting it back, and then there will be bonuses, and thanks for sticking by." Chatter filled the room. "Haley, any issues?" "Well, one this morning. Our payroll fund is short, not sure we can cover it." Haley spoke up. "Checked other funds?" "Yes, just one has enough, but it's for future costs." "Can you shift the money?" "No, that fund is locked." She stressed locked. "Mine?" "Yes." Everyone, Pete was sneaking money into one of my accounts before shipping it off. I locked it, making him sell when the tax folks came. I'll unlock it and return the money for what we need. So, payroll's sorted. Anything else? "Yes. We need to fill the spots of those you let go, Haley added. List what you need for your areas and what they should get paid. Give it to Haley. Haley, find someone for your job since you'll be my right hand. What? Haley sounded stunned. I trust you. You're perfect for me. Isabella glanced at me as she said it, and I was dealing with my excitement. If that's all, back to work. I'm thrilled to lead this company and count on Michael to help me lead well. Isabella gave me a look with those words. Oh, one more thing. I'll host a BBQ. Michael's a great cook. Boss? A man asked. Isabella, please. Okay, Isabella. Sounds like you and Michael are a pair. Just checking so nothing falls apart now that we're cleaning house. Folks, Michael and I are an item. Marriage? Maybe. We're in love and I want us to be like a family here. Forget the dating rule. If it's love, I don't mind. But no cheating. That's a deal breaker. Anything else? Yes. Isabella looked at me, my tension obvious. Michael? Hey all, Michael here. Excited to be part of this. Looking forward to being pals. Stay great. Thanks, love. So, we done? No nods for more, boss, Haley said. All right, get to it. I'm proud to own this great place and looking forward to making a difference with everyone. I love you guys. See you next Monday or maybe before. Bye. Everyone said bye and the call ended. Why are you touching yourself? Because you're not. Come to my spot. I'm in your spot. Right. Move to your chair. Sure thing. In the next 45 minutes, I was real happy the chair was strong. Isabella was sitting on me, moving up and down without stopping. She yelled out many times. When I was done, I pulled the chair back and pushed up into her as she fell onto me. Michael? Yes, love. Make it feel this good when you get me pregnant. I'll try. I can't wait to be pregnant. I want it to feel this amazing, please. Okay. For now, let's keep feeling great when we're together. I guess I can wait for just great stuff until it's time to try for a baby next month. Next month? Yeah, baby. About 25 days to my next period and to clear out the birth control. Then a bit more to be really ready. Soon enough for you? Yes, for sure. We kissed and hugged, and Isabella left a mark on my new chair. Looks ready to me? It'll be my second favorite mark here. Second? Yeah. The one we make when you get pregnant will be mark number 1. We spent the rest of the day sorting clothes and picking spots in the closet. We hung up winter coats and made room for Isabella's big shoe collection. After a while, we got hungry. Isabella made chicken salad and we had our first dinner together at our table. Of course, we were bare and ended up covering each other in salad before leaving marks on the table and island. Cleaning up in the shower ended with more marks on the toilet seat and then the dresser. We spent the rest of the day bare outside, leaving marks on the deck. Then we cuddled on the sofa watching a movie, leaving marks there too, before going to bed and leaving new marks on the sheets. Next morning, we slowly got ready, finding our clothes. Breakfast was less messy since we were dressed. I got a call from Catherine, and Isabella and I went to the credit union where she was waiting. We went in together, to Catherine's sadness. We opened 2 accounts, and I put $800 in one and $25 in the other. Still at Olivia's? Yes, but she might move for work. Is it her place? It's rented. Can you take over the rent? I think so. If not, ask the office if you can have it when she goes. Okay, said Catherine, looking sad. No way for us? No chance, Catherine. You ended it. Isabella and I are starting a family soon. I'll have my lawyer send you divorce papers. Just sign and call. It'll be done soon. I'm so sorry, Michael. I see now it wasn't anger but hurt I caused. I hope you don't hate me forever. I need a friend. I don't think that's a good idea, Isabella said. You hurt Michael a lot. Don't think you can come back. Move on and find someone to be true to. Isabella, I can't stand you. Did you push Pete to trick me so you could have Michael? Catherine was upset. Pete was after Michael, and you just went with it. He's out now. Maybe you need a new place. I don't want him. But he was good at some things, right? Though Michael's gotten good with just his tongue. Right, love? Right. No second chances needed and no lies about being ready for me like you used to. Did you grab your stuff from the house before we sold it? Catherine was shocked, speechless. Take your deal and leave us be. Bye, Catherine, I said as Isabella and I left the bank and walked to the car. Once outside, I shook my head at her. I was so close to letting it go. She still doesn't see it. Let's grab food and think on what to do with the office. Maybe drop by and surprise everyone. Okay, kiss me please. I need it after that, Isabella said, looking up at me. I did. Then we drove to the office. I had never been there before. Catherine never asked me to join her for lunch or anything. I think it was so I wouldn't see her with her other lovers. I was eager to meet the team who were true and fair. I followed directions and pulled into the spot Isabella pointed out. It was marked President. She jumped out and ran around, happy. Michael, it's mine. I have my own spot. She was dancing around. Really? Who would have thought? We held hands, kissed, and went inside. There was a desk with security. We showed our IDs. The guard smiled at Isabella and gave her a pass. Clip this on while you're here. After your first day, come back here for your real badge. First day? I've been here 3 years. I'm Isabella Carlos. Ma'am, it says you're new. If you've been here that long, then you know the mess here this week. HR fired everyone to start over and fix things like sick days and rank. What's your department? Department? I'm the boss and owner. Isabella was mad. Yes, ma'am, said the guard like she was crazy. I am, she yelled. The guard looked at me and I knew that look. Sir, you're not on the list. I can't let you in. Can he come as my guest? Asked Isabella. Yes, after you go to HR and back through here, said the guard, all serious. What? Isabella was about to blow up when I calmed her down. Isabella, it's okay. Call Haley, I suggested gently. Isabella called her assistant. Haley came quickly. These are the new bosses. Let them in, Haley told the guard. Sorry, just doing my job, he said. Hi, I'm Michael. Marine? I reached out. Yes, sir. He shook my hand strong. Same here. Thanks for being strict. No worries, we'll sort the badges after. Yes, sir, thank you. He smiled a bit. Haley took us up. In the lift, she began to say sorry. Haley, stop, I said. He's doing his job right. Are all the security people ex-military? I'm not sure. We can ask HR, she said. We met a lot of happy people who thanked us. I was known as Catherine's husband. Can we meet all managers here? Asked Isabella. Sure, I'll call them now, Haley replied. Soon we were all meeting. It was good to see the faces from yesterday. They were hopeful yet worried after all the recent trouble. Hi all. This is Michael Vaughn, co-owner. Catherine cheated on him with Pete, and this is part of Michael's deal. He's a Marine, honest, and reliable. Just be fair and all's good. About your department needs, everyone got their lists? All hands went up. Great. Haley has them? Right here, boss, Haley responded. I'll look at them later and figure out our plan. Isabella, there's a big need, said a man. A sharp coder. We're behind on a project due this week. I might help. I code and can debug, I offered. After this, let's see it, said the man. Why wait? Isabella, you need me or... Sorry, your name? Benjamin, he said, shaking my hand. You need me or him? Go ahead. Remember to log your hours, Michael. No free work here. You work, you get paid. I like getting paid, I joked, making her blush. The room went silent until Isabella laughed and nudged me. Work here's gonna be fun, Haley whispered. Yeah, Haley. See, Michael's splitting up, and as soon as Pete's done with tax stuff, I'm leaving him. Michael and I will marry. I want this to be a place you're excited to come to. Work should be fun and rewarding. Got it? Back to work now? I'm off to HR to make things official. Seems like the boss was kicked out yesterday and marked as a new hire. The head of HR turned red and almost fell over until Isabella laughed loud. That was smart. It's what I want. We're starting fresh here, but we'll keep stuff like vacation and seniority the same, she said under her breath. Got it? Off you go. While Isabella was finishing her talk, I went to the coding team with Benjamin. He took me to Tom's old spot. I had Benjamin sign me in, and I started fixing the project's issues. I found some really bad code fast and corrected it. The program ran much better. Wow, you just solved 80% of it. Let's check what I think is the big mess. He showed me code he thought was a mess. I'm good at reading code and saw a problem spot. I pointed it out to Benjamin. I missed that. Looks like it would break the system fast. What on earth was Tom up to? Benjamin, it looks like he made errors on purpose. Did he do side jobs? I'm not sure. It would make sense with the issues we've been having. Well, the jerk was with my wife, so I'd believe anything. He was what? Yep, that's why all those folks were fired. The women were with Pete and the men with my soon-to-be ex. Wouldn't shock me if he let the program fail, then offered to fix it for cash. Might even share with Pete. I stopped to calm down. Let me work on this a bit. Benjamin left me to it, and I managed to clear up a lot, but one issue kept stopping me. Isabella came over and kissed me. Hey, ready to head out? Everyone's leaving. Out? Already? Yeah, you've been at this for nearly 5 hours. Did I miss lunch? We had lunch. We called you to the meeting room, but you were glued to the screen. Did you get much done? Yeah. Is Benjamin still here? Yes, he didn't want to disturb you. I saw Benjamin near the boss. Check this out, Benjamin. I ran the program and it worked until it didn't. I hit the desk hard. Hits the same snag every time. That's way more progress than we expected in a week. I have special tools at home. Can I try them tomorrow? I think we can have this all smooth by Friday. If the boss says it's okay, he glanced at Isabella. Can I? I blinked fast, acting cute. Michael, you're like a kid with a new toy. I didn't know you liked this so much. Of course you can. Benjamin, what time tomorrow? I'm here by 7, but can come earlier. 7's fine, unless my future wife needs me. No, we can sort that tonight or later tomorrow, she said, patting my shoulder. Great, Benjamin, let's shut this down and go. Don't want to keep you from your family. We all left together. At the security, I asked if I could come back. Yes, sir. For tomorrow, you can come in with them or alone. He smiled and saluted. No saluting. I'm not in the service anymore. Me neither. But old habits, he still saluted. I returned the salute as best I could, surprising Isabella. We said goodbye to Benjamin and I drove us away. Do you really enjoy that stuff? Isabella asked. The coding or the saluting? The coding. We'll talk about the saluting some other time. Yeah, I love coding. It's how I made my money. Remember, I had a company. Would you work for me? She was cautious. Yes, but I'd rather we work together on our company. Gives me something to do while you're the big boss. The big boss? Yeah, like Mrs. Ferris, the big deal around here. She playfully hit my shoulder, then kissed my hand. Let's head home. We have more celebrating to do. Yes, ma'am. The next day, with my tools and Benjamin's help, we fixed the program in a few hours. Tom really messed up, but we caught him. Isabella, Benjamin, and I told the legal team, and they got the police and filed charges against Tom for his cheating and spying. Since our software was used by the government and military, the big guys got involved. We won our case and got damages, but that was just a small win. The big deal was Tom got locked up for 15 years and some companies lost their deals with the government. We told the truth from the start and fixed the mess, which made us look good to the government, and that worked out great for us for a long time. Just a few weeks after I joined the programming team, Isabella and I got closer. She ended up pregnant. 3 months later, I was single again. Soon after, Isabella divorced Pete, who was in trouble with the IRS and had more jail time coming from the state of Idaho. A week after Isabella's divorce, we had a simple wedding and BBQ with work friends and my Marine buddies. Arrow and Jagger couldn't believe it when Isabella asked about my nickname, Rugged Man, and my scars. After Jagger told her, Isabella ran to me saying she'd do anything for me. I joked about her belly getting big, but she had news from the doctor. She waited until after the wedding to tell me she was expecting. We thought it was one baby, but then she said, "Twins, Michael, one of each." I was so happy running around the yard. Jagger talked about my old Marine days, and I calmed down to share the twin news with everyone. Jagger's wife even scolded him for getting too close to Isabella's bump. After the party, Isabella and I promised to start our new life together. We had a lot to look forward to. Benjamin and I managed to handle the company's software jobs well, making sure everything was spot on before selling. Our team, called Murderer's Row, would test everything to make sure there were no bugs. Benjamin and I would fix any issues they found. That's how we began building what would become one of the best security software companies around. Benjamin was as good as me at coding. He had a keen eye for bugs, better than mine. Together, we led the coding team at our firm. Isabella learned the old sales team, headed by Pete, used to lure clients with awful offers involving female staff. She ended it, making clear we valued our product quality first. Those who stayed agreed on running a moral business. We listed the firms misled by Pete's team, stopped sales to them, and canceled their contracts for fraud. This move left them struggling. We spread the word about our stand for honesty. A year after the twins, Michael Jr., MJ, was born, followed by Doris Isabella. Life was bustling. Isabella, as president, managed work and family. I coded daily and cherished family time. Our team got birthday and anniversary gifts, including paid time off, which kept them happy and loyal. Family always came first for us. Work deadlines were reasonable, avoiding overtime. Our company was known for being family-friendly. In warmer months, we'd host a picnic in the town park for everyone and their families. One sunny park day turned chaotic. I was with the twins, Ethan and Emma, on the swings, while Isabella, MJ, and Doris relaxed in the shade. Then a scream. I turned to see a ragged woman, Catherine, rushing at us, yelling about the twins being hers. She pulled out a gun. Isabella leapt in front of me as Catherine fired 2 shots, hitting Isabella. I tackled Catherine, disarming and injuring her. I rushed to Isabella. "I said I'd take a bullet for you," she whispered. I joked about needing no proof. She winced, squeezing my hand, blood spreading fast. I applied pressure to her wounds, trying to keep her alert. She mentioned another baby, gesturing to her stomach, heightening my panic. Police and EMTs arrived, freeing me to assist Isabella. I hurriedly informed them of her pregnancy. Realizing the kids were missing, panic struck until I spotted them safe with colleagues. I moved to check on them, a whirl of worry and fear enveloping me. "I'll be right back before you have to go." I rushed to the kids, gave them kisses and hugs before Haley caught me in a hug. "Is she all right?" "She got shot twice, and she told me she's got a baby coming." "Oh no. Michael, go with her. We'll take the kids to my place for the night. Stay with Isabella." "Thanks, Haley. I'd do more if I could. Keep me posted." I went back to the EMTs as they were putting Isabella on a stretcher and moving her to the ambulance. "I'll catch up at the hospital. St. Luke's S, yeah?" "Yes, sir." "Will she be okay?" I had to do CPR since I couldn't feel her pulse. "She bled a bit and is in shock. She might be okay, but we won't know until the doctors check what the bullets hit. She's stable for now." "All right, I'll see you there." I dashed to my big SUV and drove to the hospital, getting there before the ambulance since they had to carefully load Isabella. I was in the ER talking to the nurse at the desk when they arrived. "That's my wife. Let's sort the insurance quick, okay?" The nurse was super helpful and got me sorted fast, then pointed me to the ER waiting room. I sat waiting when my phone rang. "Jagger?" "Rugged man," Haley told me. "How's Isabella?" "Shot. Twice. I'm waiting in the ER while she's in surgery. Jagger, she took bullets for me." "She's amazing, Michael. Haley mentioned Catherine did this?" "Yeah, she looked terrible. I nearly thought she was some random old lady." "Man, do you need anything?" "I'm just waiting. Haley's got the kids and told me to stick with Isabella, so here I am." "All right, rugged man. Holler if you need anything." "Will do." I hung up and turned off my phone, not wanting a bunch of calls when I had no news. I sat thinking about the times with my wife, considering all that might go wrong. After what felt like forever, I heard a voice. "Mr. Vaughn? Here. I'm Dr. Evan. I'm the ER doctor and looked after your wife. She's out of surgery and not in danger anymore." "And the baby?" "The baby looks fine." Her heart stopped. I had to do CPR. "For how long?" He seemed worried now. I realized I hadn't mentioned that to the EMTs. "Maybe 2-3 minutes." "The baby should be totally fine. The bullets went right through her. Looks like a .22. They weren't big or messy, so they just made small holes. Missed her shoulder bone and didn't hit anything too bad. Just the top of her left lung needed some stitches, and she might want to fix the marks on her left side later." "Can she still feed our youngest?" "We have a 1-year-old who still needs breast milk." "I'd say to use the other side for now. She might get a mix of milk and blood out. You can see her if you like, but she'll be asleep for a while." "Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it." I walked into Isabella's room and sat by her bed holding her hand. After some time, I thought to call Haley. "Hi, Haley." "Michael, how is she?" "She'll be okay. They'll tell me when she can leave later. Right now she's out, and the doc said the wounds were clean. I'll be here all day and night. Please let others know so I don't get swamped with calls, okay?" "Got it. I'll bring you fresh clothes tomorrow morning." "Do you need my keys?" "No, I've got Isabella's bag. I'll grab clothes for you and the kids. Need anything else?" "No. Thanks, Haley. I owe you." "You don't. You two have been great. Just focus on her. I've got the kids sorted and I'll handle work on Monday." "Thank you, Haley. Bye." I fixed my chair position, then thought of something and walked to the nurse's desk. "Hi. My wife's in room #3. I'm staying with her." Can someone show me where to sit so I don't block anything if I fall asleep? One of the nurses smiled and walked me back. Mr. Vaughn, your chair is good there. We can reach her fine. You can hold her hand and talk, and you won't be in our way even if you fall asleep. Thank you. I sat holding Isabella's hand all day. Around dinner, a doctor checked on her, then called me out quietly. Hi, Mr. Vaughn. I'm Dr. Caleb. Your wife's doing well, no infection, and we're reducing her sleep meds. They're mild and won't harm the baby, which seems very early on. If you're staying, I can get you a bed. That would be great. Anything else I need to do? No. If she wakes, just call a nurse and try to stay calm. Okay, Doc. I laughed and shook his hand. Soon, a nurse adjusted Isabella's meds and closed her curtain to change her bandages. I need to do this alone. Please step out. Of course, she's my wife. I've seen her body and was there for all 4 kids' births. Nothing new for me. Mr. Vaughn, she's got 2 bullet holes. Some can't handle seeing that. I'm a Marine who served in Afghanistan. I've seen worse. I can deal with a couple of small bullet holes. Rules say you can't stay, but I'll keep quiet if you do. Won't say a word, I said with a grin. The nurse chuckled, then set to work on changing the bandages. The 2 small holes were stitched up and had some dark marks around them. She put on fresh bandages, then readied the bandage for her back, lifting Isabella gently. The holes at the back were bigger with more dark marks. Once done, the nurse gave me a look that meant business. This will last till the night shift. Thanks. The nurse left, and I dozed off until I dreamed I was running to Isabella's voice. Just as I leaped across a huge gap in the dream, I woke up finding myself sitting up in bed, looking at Isabella, who had just opened her eyes. I hit the call button, holding her hand, tears starting to fall when the nurse came in and saw Isabella awake. Hi, Mrs. Vaughn, how do you feel? Thirsty? Got it. Any pain? How's your shoulder feel? With that, the nurse pressed the call button again. A bit of pain. Bad? No, just really thirsty. Right then, another nurse came in with a cup. She gave it to Isabella, who took it while the nurse put an ice chip in her mouth. Just let it melt. No rush. We've got plenty of ice. Thanks. Isabella turned to me. Kids okay? Yes, Haley took them home. Your baby's fine, too. Quite a way to tell me, love. Isabella gave a faint smile, enjoying the care she was getting. Hey, love, maybe we should make this bed special. She smiled, but drifted off before I could say more. Isabella was going to get better, out of the hospital in a week. At home, I changed her bandages 3 times a day, and for some reason, she liked to walk around just in her bandages. Pretty soon, the kids started to walk around without clothes, too.